Like and subscribe right now, or else this will be in your bed tonight. What are things that people are ashamed of, but shouldn't be ashamed of? Not being good at something that they just started to learn. I'm like that, trying to learn the harmonica, and I'm too embarrassed to practice when anyone else is around. Really daft. Exercising around other people. It's easy to feel ashamed of your own weight, strength, etc. when exercising around others that already have the body image you're striving for. I always tell people it's not a competition. You're exercising for yourself. Your only competition is you from yesterday. Fuck that yesterday guy. Edit. I got bravoed motherfuckers. Thank you. Future me is currently talking present me jokes on him though. Imaru in his life. I find myself unable to exercise around other people because I breathe loud and heavy and I think it's gross and I don't want people to be like OMG this bitch is dying from a light jog. Someone running a marathon is going to be breathing heavy at the end even though their pace at that point likely looks like a light jog. The people around you don't know how long you've been exercising. Also, anyone who judges you for not yet being great at something that you're in the process of improving isn't someone whose judgment matters. I know don't pay attention to it is sometimes easier said than done, but I try to keep this in mind. I'm down 70 pounds and a large part of that has been an amazing gym. They put a routine on the board and then the trainers spot you and help modify exercises if you can't do it or have an injury to account for. I'm by far the weakest in the class. When I started I decided to just live my truth. I'm fat and weak and want to be better. I'm fairly certain that my bad emotions are stored in the fat because I feel like every pound lost I have to deal with whatever emotion I originally ate. More than once a trainer has asked me, are you crying because you're hurt or frustrated? Me, sniffle, I don't even know. It was really very hard to be that vulnerable around other people, but turns out fit people are people too, and they're really nice 10/10ths would recommend. Their laugh. It's so sad when someone hates their own laugh. Hayuk hayuk hayuk. Beautiful. Show me the real you. I said the real you. Perfection. Admit that they failed. Everyone has failed in their life at least once. Nobody is perfect, and you don't need to be ashamed of, it's human. The problem is that I can't stop. Edit. Jesus, you really are some trite motherfuckers, aren't you? Learning from your mistakes only keeps you from making the same mistake twice, but there's so many ways to fail that, in my experience, it's effectively worthless. Most people try all their lives for anything, but we only have a window of a few decades to achieve it. Don't make it in time. Too f***ing bad. Failure is not needed to learn, and it never was. I don't know where this hot happy horse shit came from, but it's just plain not true, and it never was. But you tried means absolutely nothing. I don't know a single human being who never tried anything. Failure just means that you failed. End of story. An F on a report card does not mean you learned. It means you fucked up. If this garbage is really the best advice you can give, I'm probably quitting Reddit because my god, you're some happy dumb motherfuckers. Not knowing something. People shouldn't shame others for their lack of knowledge. Absolutely no one knows everything. Looking at you, Reddit. For real. You can post a thesis level essay on a topic you know everything about, but you mess up 1 minute detail and it's 50 people telling you you're an idiot. You can almost hear them frothing at the mouth and shouting well actually sometimes. Working low wage jobs. Noon should feel bad for what they do. We all just trying to get by. Thank you for this. Yesterday someone talked down to me about how much I make. I was bummed about it all day. I'm sorry you had to go through that. F them. Ah, yes. Revenge sex. Receiving help from others. We are, many of us, generous and always ready to help, but we have a hard time being on the receiving end. My family made me feel horrible when asking for help growing up. They'd literally call me a dumbass, stupid, asking dumb questions. How about you pay attention in class? Attention seeking, and just straight up insult me for even thinking I needed help. Sometimes they wouldn't even answer me verbally, they'd just roll their eyes or sigh or shake their heads and ignore me. I literally was treated like an idiot for asking questions and asking for help, and I was a child. I'm 23 now and still struggle with asking questions or for help when I need it. It's yet another cycle I'm going to break, hurting children simply for being curious children. and asking for help or asking questions. There's no reason why they had to hurt me simply for asking for help with my math homework. The only excuse I can come up with is their pride not allowing them to say they can't help me because they didn't understand it themselves. Edit. Got lots of replies and of course it's the one time I'm busy, so couldn't reply to any. I apologize for that, but since I gotta work bright and early tomorrow, I'm gonna eat, maybe play some Sims, and let this do its Reddit thing. All I'ma say is we can definitely agree that shaming a kid for curiosity is a move, and to not be the same assholes we had growing up. That's all I got to say, so if you're in the Midwest, good night. As for everyone else, good morning/afternoon/evening/day. I read about this in another r/AskReddit post, but apparently people who are choking on food don't like to admit this. For example, in a restaurant, when a person notices they are choking on the food, they just go to the bathroom and try to survive on their own, and actually quite many people die because of this. When I was with my friends celebrating the one's birthday, I choked at a pizza place and her mom had to give me the Heimlich, and it caused me to vomit on the table. I ran to the bathroom and cried in there for 30 minutes until my friends came in to check up on me. LMAO dude, I bet you just made his birthday awesome. I wish my friends would show up at my birthday wearing hand-me-down clothes that don't fit quite right because they can't afford anything new. I only have a few t-shirts for going out, and my friends notice I'm always wearing the same thing. Using the bathroom at someone's house or a public place, it shouldn't be embarrassing at all. Just do what you need to do. I've seen people make themselves miserable just to avoid using the bathroom. I was never embarrassed to go to the bathroom at someone's house until sometime in junior high I had to go at a friend's house and dropped a deuce. Didn't think anything of it. I had a big family and nobody ever cared if you left the bathroom stinky because it's just a fact of life, especially if 8 people are sharing the same bathroom in one house. Well, a few minutes later, her mom walks into the bathroom and makes a huge deal about how stinky it was in there and how you should spray perfume as a courtesy and yada yada. I'm sure she thought it was one of her kids and didn't mean to be malicious, but yeah, I've never pooped at someone's house again unless I can confirm they have air freshener and the bathroom is far away from where people are congregated. My aunt did this to me once when I was a kid in front of everyone, and it's the reason I get nervous to go at people's houses now. That's why even if I go in after someone now and it smells, I just don't say anything in an effort not to embarrass them. Like, mon, everyone does it. Leave people alone, lol. I just want you both to know, if you ever visit my home you can leave whatever odor you want. I want my home to be a pooper's paradise. You're accepted here. Admitting to be wrong. I'm teaching my kids that owing up to mistakes and saying you're sorry is what makes you a grown up. This also shows them that some old people never grew up. I therefore also always tell them when I was wrong and apologize to them when that happens. Sorry I accused you of making a mess outside. I just found out it was the kid next door. I was wrong and I feel bad about it. Liking absolutely anything that they like. Flowers, wrestling, kung fu movies, cooking, collecting toilet seats, avocado toast, Bud Light, Michael Bay movies, crying, handlebar mustaches, hairy men, floppy boobs, podcasts, fried chicken, exercise, heavy metal, scallions, The Irishman. Just like what you like and own it. Thank the Lord. My hobbies include flower wrestling, kung fu, cooking, collecting avocado toast, hairy boobs, floppy men, fried Bud Light, listening to podcasts while crying, heavy scallions, The Irishman. Kidding. Blemishes and pimples that no one notices but themselves. Until you get that one asshole that asked what happened to your face, like s/he doesn't already know. Walking into a store and not buying anything. It's because I feel like people there think I'm stealing something. I look young for my age, and I don't dress exceptionally well or wear makeup, so I feel like people see me and think delinquent thief if I don't buy anything. Being a certain age and not being married, having a degree, or anything that people have associated with a certain age. When students who generally care about their education fail a class, I know it's tough and it makes you feel worthless, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. Sometimes things just happen the way they do. It doesn't mean you are dumb or are unable to succeed. Thank you very much for watching. In the comments under the video, write something on this topic, and also do not forget to watch our other videos. Bye.